Hey everyone, I'm AJ from Avocado Jam Studio and I'm the host for today's video podcast. We just ended our very first Canva Community Lab event in Singapore and I'm very thrilled to be with the main organizer, Liana, here. So
Hello.
Liana, can you just share a bit about yourself?
I'm Liana. I'm Singapore's community Canvassador. I'm also running my own company, trading company called Lukisan Creatives, and my social media agency, Reka Studio.
So let's just get down to it, okay?
Okay.
What inspired you to create this community space around a design tool, Canva?
I didn't set out to actually do a community.
Yep.
I mean, it really started off more as I wanted more people to be able to use that skill, right? To actually make money out of that skill, to actually benefit from the skill that actually benefited me. So I
Yep.
just wanted to share. Growing a community wasn't what I intended to do in the first place, but yeah, it seems that it's starting to go that direction.
So building a community wasn't. What do you think that
Mm.
it was like along the way, like so happened, and then you feel that hey, you know what, this is something that I'm passionate about, that you want to do it, and then you pursue this?
No, so to be honest,
Hmm.
I never thought that I'm actually the kind who would lead a community. I think my friends around me would know that because I've always thought of myself more as an introvert. So running a community has never been my intention. But now that I'm here, so I think it's more of like, okay, let's do this. I mean, since it seems like I am being pushed to this direction, so let's go with it. Let's do this community thing.
Correct. And on the topic of community building,
Yeah.
how do you balance being inclusive to beginners
Mm.
while still engaging expert designers? Because you have like those who really like today's event, you have
Yeah.
those who really come in, like zero level, no designing, and then you have those who already know how to use Canva. So how do you balance like the different levels?
Oh, so that's the thing, right? I think it really depends on the classes.
Mhm.
So, let's say when I have classes, I will make sure like they either I will still need to know beforehand, like, oh, are they fully are they what's their level of expertise with Canva? Because
Yep.
that's the thing about Canva.
Mhm.
You have really various levels of Canva. There will be people who have never used Canva before, and there will be people who use it almost every day.
Correct.
So that's the thing. So sometimes when this happens, I have no choice, but I have to let the people know, right? Let's say in a class, I will let them know, like, oh, this is usually what happens, but let's not leave anyone behind. So I will seek their understanding first, like, hey, this is let's get everyone on the basics first,
Yep.
and then after that we will work together from there. But at the same time, I also know what is engaging for those experienced ones, and I will also give them additional stuff so that they'll know that okay, they're not left out. in
Right,
this.
right,
Yes.
Okay, that's great. I mean,
Mm.
like we have like different people coming in, different skill set.
Yes.
We talk about like using the design tools and
Mm.
everything. So then when we talk about creativity and design, okay, what misconceptions do people often have about creativity that you've seen challenged? What are the misconceptions that people have?
Yeah, that's the thing, right? So whenever people talk about creativity, they think that creativity is just only artsy fartsy people have it. Only artistic people have it. But creativity comes in different forms,
Yep.
right? So there is creativity in the arts. I think even like let's say you call an engineer who comes up with a solution, that is also creativity. Yeah, and an accountant.
Accountant can be creative too.
I mean, yeah, that one's the different kind of
Yeah,
accounting,
yeah.
But yeah, so all this, so creativity is not just about design.
Yep.
It's also in like basically creativity in crafting like different solutions. Yeah, it's just that maybe the different feel there. Yeah, and I think then now when you lead towards design,
Yep.
right? So when it comes to design, what's a misconception? It's that they think that design is just about looking nice.
Right, like the visuals. Is
It's
it?
just it's just about looking nice. But it's actually more than that, right? Design is more than just looking nice. Design is also thinking of the end user in mind, whether that design is useful for the person or not. You know, whether it can be readable. Yeah. So that's the thing. It's not just about aesthetics, but it's also about the functionality of the design.
Okay, when you mean
Yes.
functionality,
Yeah.
what do you mean exactly? Like the design can be used as a
I mean,
function.
okay, like for example, right?
Yeah.
There are some websites out there that is like really nicely designed, what the colors or
Mm,
look
yeah,
so
yeah.
it looks so artsy and so
Yeah.
on. But then when you get the someone to read, to scroll through, okay, what does it mean? Like, what does the title say? But because the fonts that they use are a bit more like it's either too cramped or it's like it's just very, very cursive or whatever, and it's very hard to read. Yeah, so even though yes, the font is nice, but at the end of the day, if it's hard to read, then it's just not good design. Yeah, that's what I mean.
So that means like doesn't mean if the design is like really good, you know, like maybe like the brand color is there, the fonts is great, but then if it doesn't reach the audience or it doesn't impact the audience, then it's not a good design.
Yeah,
or it doesn't.
Yeah,
It
I mean,
doesn't.
it needs to have a purpose. This is what
Right.
I feel when it comes to design, especially. I mean, if you talk about art's a different thing, but design though, there needs to be a purpose. I feel.
Wow, I always thought that art and design are the same.
I know.
I mean, like, you know,
yeah. I totally get it. Yeah.
Okay. So now, you know, we've heard the portion about the. Okay, so like I was there for the event. I wanted to know like when you saw everyone coming in, like what was your like first impression, or what was your first thought when you saw the crowd coming in?
Oh, cool.
Was it expected? Like, do you expect the number or like lesser numbers on on the participants and stuff?
I think not bad. I think because it's a free event, but actually they actually most of them came, so that's great. That's great. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Yes.
Then do you think does this tell you on like what people actually see Canva as?
Yeah, I think it really shows that people do value Canva. Right, like because I think there's a misconception that sometimes when you hold like free events, people will not come because they don't have they don't have like commitment to it, fee to it. But I think because now it's Canva, right, and it's a skill that they will need to use, right? Yeah, so that's why, I think it's actually in demand right now. Yeah, Canva.
Okay. So we've heard about like the creative side and everything. So let's come down into like something a bit more personal. Okay, something personal. Like how has facilitating this community, as you're leading the Canva community, changed your own creative practice? Yes, when you're leading the community and you meet the people and you hear the stories, like is there any shift in you, or are you still like going through the same motion in your creative?
I mean that's the thing, right? Because this is community, so it does push me to do more, to do more, definitely. Yeah, that's about it. I feel like I need to do more for the community,
like do
and
more for them,
design,
for you.
If you're for
This is you, Lena. Yeah. So if you're doing more for the community, then do you feel that you're also doing more for yourself? Is it like a self-reflection kind of thing, or do you feel that like I'm leading a community, so I have to like put more, give more, and then like
yes,
okay. But for yourself, do you give more as well?
For myself, yeah, I give more as well.
For yourself, not for people. Huh?
For myself.
Okay. What's the one thing that what's the one thing that you actually do more for yourself?
I cut myself more slack. I feel like I used to really think that with a community I need to always be the one engaging.
Yep.
Right. But then I think when it comes to the community, I feel like okay, sometimes you just have to let go of the control and then just let other people lead the conversation. That's what I'm trying to learn right now. Yes. So that's good on me, right? It's really a learning process for me as well.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot of deep questions, and we talk about a lot of things as well.
Yes.
Okay. So with everything that comes, we have like the past, the present, and then we're going to talk about the future. Okay. So in terms of the future, what's one change you hope to see in how people approach visual communication? It doesn't have to be like design per se, but visual comms in general. Yeah.
I mean, I really, really hope that people really value visual communications more. I think because especially when it comes to designers, right? I think there is always this misconception that design is easy, and that's why you get a lot of designers who are underpaid.
Yeah.
Because
So
they're
true.
just not valued.
Yeah.
But the designers are actually problem solvers, right? And I hope that in the future, I think moving forward, I hope that people see this, like see the value in design, see the value in visual communications, and don't undervalue the designers' work, because designers are really important.
Very true.
Very,
Very true.
very important.
Okay.
Yes.
So just one thing, okay, like one after a whole day, of of event,
Yes.
many hours of planning and
Yep.
maybe sleepless nights. What is the one word you would describe today's event?
A dream come true.
Come true. Oh my god, guys. Okay, with that, thank you so much, Liana.
Alright,
Okay,
thank you so
continue
much.
the work that you're doing and to more Canva Community Lab events.
Thanks.